this drawing which we were doing in the previous session. It was a chocolate. Now let's paint the wrapper around it, and the color of the wrapper will be done, and then the whole painting will be completed. If we have seen this video for the first time, we have live session every week, and we cover different art forms where the students join and people learn, and then they send their work for assessment and they are guided. So if you are joining for the first time, please subscribe the channel and press the notification bell and stay connected. So let's quickly start. This was the chocolate, and there is a wrapper which is behind it. So this wrapper is having the same shade, but there is the name of the chocolate written on it. So I have done the drawing to save on the time, and let's start. So it's a Snicker chocolate. It is famous amongst the youth, and I think this is an international brand. So the writing is same everywhere. So now in this, when we have to do any alphabet or any font drawing, then again the pencil movement or the pencil color movement has to be in such a way that it is the marks on the drawing or the font are not visible. So you will move the pencil softly without putting pressure. That is the tip of doing pencil colors. The font has to be copied, and when you will copy the font, then it will look almost realistic. So when we are doing anything in to make it real, then the observation matters a lot. You just need to observe. Like at present I am showing you how to do the writing and the wrapper of this, because normally this pencil drawing you will not see live. It is a long session, but I have split it into two so that you can watch how it is done. So do watch the first part of this video. uh, its link will be below this. That session will be below this, and the link of new session is also in that. So both the videos are interconnected. So I am writing the font, and there is a particular way of writing it. The font or the writing alphabets are not difficult or not very complicated. That is the strategy of the company, to keep the font readable and anyone can make out. The meaning, of course, I don't know, but it's a nice chocolate. Now pencil drawing, if you have seen a pencil color box, then the pencil comes in different shade. Now those shades are to get the tones in the drawing. Whenever you do any watercolor or in any medium you will paint, you will must have seen that you are told to get the three tones. So in pencil color, the color mixing is not there. So there are different tones of the color which are present. Those tones have to be matched, and then the three tones we get by blending them. And in between I will be showing you how do you make this, how the effect is coming out. The wrapper is, this wrapper is slightly bent, and it appears that it is an empty wrapper. So from here it is shrunk, so the alphabet will also get shrunk. So now I will be doing fast. So first we write the alphabet, and the style of the alphabet has to be matched. After we match, then we have to get the tone or the shade of the alphabet. Now I am doing the light tone of the color. The color is almost same, but there will be a shade which I will create in this color only. So since the alphabet has to be done, it is having shape, therefore the pencil movement has to be careful. And you will see that there is varying or difference in, there is a change in the shape. And this change in the shape comes because the wrapper is not straight. The wrapper is having a bend in it. So you will see that the alphabets which I am doing, they will also have a bend in their shape. That is to get the real shade. Now this part is in darkness, so I have changed slightly light, a slightly darker tone. And let's try. So whenever you are doing art, you experiment. So I am changing and trying to get the shade. And since there is a bend, the shade on the alphabets or the font will also change. So I am keeping, now there is slight change in the color, because this is in the dark area of the packet or the wrapper. Now coloring, when you are doing, you have to come back to the color. Therefore when you are doing the first time, don't put pressure of the pencil, because next time those marks may trouble you. Now this is the bend in the alphabet where this S and this S will be different, because there is a fold in this, and this fold will be seen in the shade which we will do in the packet. So whatever is the shape coming is coming according to the light which is falling on the wrapper. So I have started with the alphabet. Now this is the alphabets Snickers I have written. Now outside is a white, there is something white, and this border line is red. So I am doing first a light tone of red, feeling there is a border. So I have made a light lining in the drawing, and now I am doing this border is red, and again in this also we have to vary the shade. So I am first putting a light shade, and then I will change the amount of light depending upon where is the bend in the drawing. So this was the previous drawing. Now we are completing this. So if you have seen, then to watch the previous session, the link you will get below. You will understand how the shade was given on the chocolate. If you see on internet, you will see videos, but they are all fast forwarded. So here this video is not fast forwarded, it is step by step. Now our portion will be shaded with light, and here it is dark. Now varying the color, putting slight red in some areas, because I want to show a shine on the wrapper. So I have to see where is the bend. Observe in close up. There is a bend here. So on one side I will make it dark. So I have to vary the shade. One side dark, one side light. Now use a little bit of orange in this, and because the shade is red, and I will be using a little bit of pink shade also. Now this is to get a shine on the red. This area is in full light, so here the red will be lighter. Outside it is chocolate color. So first you fill the inner border, and this is the part which is in light. So here it is lighter, and here this part will be now I have to give variation, but first let's do the chocolate. The brown shade is important, and the wrapper is plastic. So when I will be shading, I will shade with different tones. First I will apply a light tone, then over this I will put a dark tone. So let's do it, and on in between I will be leaving some areas white. I don't have a I'm not using it, so you can watch what I will do. If I don't have that, you can scribble and leave some areas white, and then you can blend it with dark shade. Now the area which I want dark, there I will put a double tone. Now here there is a fold, so wherever there is a fold we will put the variation in the shade will decide what color. So I am using light brown and dark brown. Now this area is dark, and just next to it it will be dark brown. So first I will do it with light brown, and then the shine on the paper will be shown. So you see how it is to be done. So you fill it, and there is a fold also. So the best thing is to keep the object in front and then shade it. See the lights which are falling and try to copy the shade as much closer to what you are seeing. Now this outer tone is brown, and first I am filling it with light brown. Now here there is a fold in this corner, so from the inner side it will be dark brown. Now the end of the wrapper is having this zigzag shade is there, so you fill it and alternate. There is a shine, so I am leaving that portion white. In that I will fill later on white. So first you fill first layer and the color of this wrapper will match with this. So there is some design on that. This is the color. There is I think this is a this should be a nut, the edible nut which is there mixed in the chocolate. Now the object drawing shade and light area matters a lot. Now here there is a bend, and in the lower side now I will shade darker, upper side will be shaded light. Now here there is a bend, and this bend will go like this. This shining and the shape of the plastic has to be done properly. The white areas which you are seeing, they will be done with light shade. And from the lower side now I will fill it with from the top. Now the red has merged, but it doesn't matter, I will make it separate. Now here I have to do it with light brown, and this should be kept light because I want to show shine of the wrapper. And move in one direction, and first layer is being applied. Now let's do it with brown and dark brown, and there will be use of black also. Now don't put pressure, I am just rubbing the pencil. So rub the color over that wherever area you are doing, and just allow the colors to smudge. Now since the area is small, you can try to rub it with a brush. Now in this, when I will put dark brown, the area which is dark, and just outside it you will put a shade of light brown, and then we will do it with white. Now this boundary of red has to be done with dark brown. So now I will rub it with dark brown. So I'll show you the effect in close-up. Now this is the area where there is a fold, and from outside I have to do it with dark. This dark will be slightly darker than the chocolate, which is on in front, because this is away from light. Now the shine will come when we will vary the shade. Now this is the white area. Outside it we will do a shade of brown. So like you are seeing, there is a shine here. The same shine has to be done in a wrapper also. Therefore this brown will help me in getting it. Over this I will rub dark brown. And the plastic effect will come. This is two colors or three colors I have mixed. Now this area in the upper part is dark, so outside red there is a dark brown, and there is a shine here which I will create. The colors at time might break, so doesn't matter, you can sharpen, but don't put pressure. Now there is a shine on this part, so just opposite to it I have to do dark. And this will help in getting the desired shade. Now I want to give more a darker shade, therefore I am filling with dark deep brown. So pencil colors also involve, sometimes we say three tones, but sometimes if you are using a different material means you are drawing a material which involves, like this is a plastic wrapper. So in plastic wrapper also we will show variation of shade. So this is the darker area. So sometimes we have to show variation of tone. Now this is the plastic effect which should come. So there is a nut image which I have to create here. Before that, I want to make this wrapper look different from the chocolate in front, because this is plastic. It is away from light, so it will have darkness. So here I am doing it with dark brown, and a thin shine I want to show. Now here the variation has to be shown. So keep moving the color. Use a piece of tissue paper and rub it. And rub it so that the color does not spread. Meaning it should not mix with the area where you don't want it to mix. Now when you smudge it, then the next layer of the color will adjust into the space. So you have to smudge, make the color soft, and now over this fill it with the next layer. This is the dark brown in the lower side of the packet, and this color will give it a curved and a dark effect. So using 2 or 3 tones, and there is less shine, but the effect of a plastic wrapper has to be shown. And now I will do it with dark shade. Now this is the outer line, it has to be dark. So now I will use a black shade. This will help in making the red part more visible. Now this area is done properly. So here we fill with dark and vary the shade. Fill it with brown. And now dark brown. Now there is something more to be done in the alphabets, but let's finish the wrapper first. This is the fold in the wrapper which has to be created by using brown and by using light brown. And the areas which I have left, they will be filled with light brown and some white also. The zigzag effect is important. Varying it with dark brown and black. We will fill it with black. and the brown which I am doing will help in getting the third dark tone, which will be made dark, which I will fill with black, and then the tone will become like the natural tone. Just watch. The shading which you are seeing, that is coming because of variation of tone. First we will do a light tone. Now I want to create an effect here also. And now fill it with black. So this creates a depth in the drawing, and this is the area which I want to show dark, and this is the plastic wrapper which is folded upwards. The black hues will merge with the brown. It should not look black. Now this has given a nice effect of variation of brown as well as black. The wrapper is to have a shade here, so let's give a light shade. I can do it last also, but I want to show that this shade is important. It helps in lifting the drawing, the shadow, and from outside the shadow has to be soft. Near the wrapper or near the drawing it has to be done darker, because the shadow will be dark near the object. And now I will do it with dark tone. Now this white area will not remain white. It has to be done with very light shade of grayish. So I will do it and then I will rub it with white. So let's do it white. Now the white will not remain white, it has to be shown white, but it will have a reflection. Therefore the white shade has to vary because it is having a fold. So this fold in the paper is very important, and here there is a bend, so I will put a light tone here. Here just a soft tone, and this is to vary the shine. This is to show that there is a fold in the wrapper, and this alphabet is having a bend here. Now see what happens. Now some areas have to do dark. Now this is a plain one. Here there is a bend, and here there is slight more bend. red can have a difference in shade, so I am doing it with slight red. This is signal red, and the purplish red or the pink red which I have created, over this I am rubbing, so it will help in giving a shine. Now wherever I want depth, I am filling it, and other areas I will fill a light tone. Now this is the bend here. The alphabet has to be lifted. The alphabets, the numbers. So there is a, in the drawing also, there is a slight shadow on the alphabet. So from one side, the alphabets are having a shade. So from the right side, inside the font, I have to do with dark blue. Okay, so when I do this, from right side, the alphabet will become round. Now watch in close up. That is why I have kept it near the camera. So when I want to do it dark, I will rub the color in one direction, and this outer area is dark blue. There is a slight white line inside it. So one side is completely dark, and this side, the lower side and the right side, has to be done with dark blue. Now this is important. In the alphabet also, we have to vary the shade. Everywhere the shade will not be same. So from the right side, and this gives a 3D effect, and over this we will give a dark shade in some areas, so it will show a bend in the alphabet. Now toward this side it will be dark, but on the right there is a color shade in the font. So when you do it from the right, and now from the outside I have to do dark blue. Now toward the right there is a white line, but that line is mixing in some of the alphabets. because there is a bend in the wrapper. The wrapper has a bend, so at places the dark shade and the light white line in this eye, you will see that there is a thin white line. I will do one more shade of light blue, and now when I will rub, with blue it will become a 3D round effect will come. And the shade will go like this. Now let's finish it. The brown which I have applied, over that I will rub a light brown. So what is going to happen? It will give it a soft look. And keep on moving with the dark tone. Here I will rub and I want to give it a nice round shape. So I am moving the pencil and the shading in a curved circular path. So the color will blend and it will give it a round effect. Here also there is a shade. So hope you have enjoyed the session as much I have enjoyed in making it. So stay connected and I will show you this close up. And the final output will be there on the thumbnail picture. You can see and take a screenshot. Take a screenshot of this drawing and then start making it. I'll show you just now. You can have a look. There is something left here. There is a nut which I have to show here, and outside I will do it with black. So this is the image of a nut which is there in the packet. Image of the nut packet is there, and watch close up of the drawing. So this is the packet which we did, and this was the image which we did in the previous session, and this is the complete drawing. If you want to make it, you can take a screenshot of this drawing now, and then here is more close up. You can try out and send your drawing on the email which is given below, and I will be more than happy to guide you if you want any help. So see you in the next session. Stay connected and goodbye. Take care and see you in the next session.